Guys, before we move ahead, we have a heartfelt request for you. We are working really hard to bring you animated horror stories, and there are still some viewers who haven't subscribed to our channel yet. Guys, no more delay now. Just click the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Come on, let's do it together. 3, 2, 1, done. You did it, right? Sure? All right then, let's begin today's story. Exam day in a haunted school for Kaku, a 12th grade student. Today was a very important day. Kaku belonged to a small town in Rajasthan, and for the past 2 years, he had been living away from home in Jaipur, preparing for his engineering entrance exam. Today was his entrance exam, but he was already running late. The exam center was quite far, so without wasting any more time, Kaku rode his bike at full speed. As the city faded behind him, the road started becoming more and more deserted. His exam center was Rajmal Senior Secondary School. The moment Kaku saw the school building, his heartbeat started racing. He checked his wristwatch. The exam had already started 5 minutes ago. He quickly parked his bike outside the school and begged the guard to let him in. The guard simply smiled and allowed him inside without any resistance. But as Kaku walked past him and looked at his face, he noticed something strange. There was an eerie glow in the guard's eyes, as if he had been waiting for someone to arrive after many years. Inside, everything looked normal. A long corridor, classrooms with open doors. Students were already seated and writing their exams. Kaku ran to his exam hall. The question paper was distributed, and he immediately began writing. For the first 30 minutes, everything felt completely normal. Kaku was fully focused. He had already answered 4 questions. The wall clock showed 10:35 a.m. As soon as he finished writing the 5th answer and looked up, his eyes met the teacher standing in front. She was staring at him in a very strange way. Feeling uncomfortable, Kaku looked back at his answer sheet. And then he noticed something horrifying. The 5th answer he had just written wasn't there. His answer sheet still ended at answer number 4. Confused, Kaku checked the time again. The clock still showed 10:35. 10 minutes ago, it showed the same time. That's when Kaku noticed something disturbing about the students. The entire exam hall was completely silent. No sounds, no whispers, just writing. Suddenly, a boy started scraping his finger hard against the desk. His fingernail came off, but he didn't stop. What terrified Kaku even more was that no one reacted. Not the students, not even the teacher. From a corner, Kaku heard another noise. A girl was repeatedly smashing her exam board against her head, like a mad person. Another boy was stabbing his own hand with a pen. Suddenly, a girl began crying loudly and started chewing her own hair. Terrified, Kaku called out to the teacher, but the teacher just stood there, smiling unnaturally. Kaku couldn't understand what was happening. Suddenly, smoke began filling the exam hall. It smelled like burning, rotting flesh. When Kaku looked toward the smoke, he saw a girl's shirt on fire. Another boy began screaming, scratching his own body as if he were burning alive. Crying, he screamed, "Please, let me out of here!" The girl sitting in front of Rishi, her hands began turning red, as if acid had been poured on them. The teacher suddenly screamed for silence, and then her eyes turned completely white. She grabbed her own face and ripped her mouth open, peeling off her burning skin. Within seconds, her face burned away, revealing her bare skull. One by one, all the students caught fire. They screamed in agony as their bodies burned, and within moments, they turned into ashes and smoke. The entire room was filled with the smell of burning flesh. Kaku stood frozen in terror. He had to escape. As he tried to run, someone grabbed his leg. When he looked down, the burnt bodies of the students were lying on the floor. One charred hand was gripping his leg tightly. Gathering all his courage, Rishi freed himself and ran out of the classroom screaming. The moment he stepped outside, it felt like a bomb had exploded inside the room. Sometime later, an unconscious Kaku was found lying outside a locked classroom by a male teacher. He was immediately taken to the school's medical room. When Kaku regained consciousness, he told the teacher everything. The teacher didn't believe him. He said, "You never entered any exam room, and the classroom you're talking about has been locked for years." Kaku couldn't believe it. He rushed back to the classroom, and indeed the room was locked with a heavy chain. Just as Kaku was about to leave the school, confused and shaken, the school guard told him something that froze his blood. Years ago, during an exam, a student,